As cities expand and forests shrink, we have to acknowledge the truth that humans have stepped into the homes of wild animals. This urbanization and encroachment have brought us closer to the wildlife ever than before, and also into conflict with it. Now we can't turn back the clock. What we can do is find ways to coexist, to protect both people and wildlife. Around the world, lives are lost, endangered species vanish, and governments have to bear heavy economic burden of compensation and recovery efforts. But what if we could stop these incidents before they happen? This is the vision behind Wildlife Eye, our flagship AI and computer vision powered platform fostering a safer existence for both people and wildlife. It monitors conflict prone zones, detects and identifies wild animals, and sends out alerts to the forest officials in under 5 seconds, ensuring that incidents are prevented before they happen.
So, as Sakshi mentioned, we humans have ventured into the spaces of animals, and being tech innovators, it is our duty to think and find a way of coexistence. And so, we at Valiance conceptualized Wildlife Eye. We cannot stop the attacks, at least we can have the ways to prevent it. So, that was the idea behind it. Now, Wildlife Eye is basically a human animal conflict mitigation system which is powered by AI and computer vision. To be precise, it is a system which captures the animal images, identifies the animal species, and send out real-time alerts, both in the physical format and in the digital format, along with the public announcement which is made in the regional languages to alert the locals nearby of the animal sighting. This typically gives time to the locals to take a pause and ensure that they are at a safe spot. Let me first talk a bit in detail about the types of setups. So we have setups suited for rural, urban and semi-urban areas, as nowadays we see wild animals getting spotted even in the urban and semi-urban areas. We have three kinds of systems. One is the fixed system with grid power, second is a fixed system with solar power, and third is a movable system with solar power which can move from one hotspot to another. Each kind of setup has cameras, lights, hooters, and a communication box with it, which are mounted on a 15-feet pole. We have recently launched a portable or a mini device also, which has all the elements of the setup with in-house camera, battery, and communication. So based on the requirements of forest officials, we sit down to plan the most suited type of installation which align with their budget. We have the systems installed at Tadoba, which are near schools, agricultural fields, and at vicinity of human habitats, thus enabling hooter alerts for the nearby population. When we talk about challenges, there were many. First was finding the right spot, for which we relied on Wildlife IQ, which is another offering from Valiance which caters to wildlife data management and species classification on the camera trap data from the respective tiger reserve or national park, and of course the insights from the forest officials. Then next was checking on the mobile networks at the right spot. If there are low networks, then we applied external antennas, but primarily our aim was to find a spot that had good network connectivity and a good sunlight for the solar implementation. Then we created algorithms so that animals can be identified even in the low light conditions. There were some spots where it was very difficult to take poles and other accessories. Even the tractor could not reach there. But still we persisted and we hired additional laborers to make sure that we reach the location and install our systems. And the biggest challenge was to save ourselves from the might of the animals.
There are various products available in the market like camera traps, which the forest department have been using over the years. But these camera traps do not provide real-time alerts, nor they have anything like hooters for the local population. The Wildlife Eye provides alerts on both mobile phones and a command and control center web application for the forest officials with images and location coordinates. These alerts have minimal alert time. That is, everything from capturing the animal image to identifying the species and sending the alert happens under 5 seconds. These images of Wildlife Eye can be used with Wildlife IQ to identify unique tigers and leopards. Then, this system also gives you a tiger risk index, which gives a likely possibility that a tiger can come out of the forest core area and attack humans or cattle, which is based on the image data, which tells if it is injured with any lacerations in its body or there is canine teeth breakage, and of course its age. Based on the data obtained, we can form polygons which tells us about the territories of the tigers also. Apart from that, herbivore density can also be calculated based on the images of the herbivores obtained in that area. Taking an average, and a tiger roughly needs about 50 to 60 deers every year to survive. Now, if this population falls, there is an alert on the authorities to act so that the tiger can survive. Our solution extends to providing such insights to take actions. Then, apart from all these forest related things, we can identify illegal activities like poaching, as we can identify gunmen or people visiting in the restricted areas in off hours. The system identifies the wild animals and then sends the alert to the mobile app, command and control center web application, and also blows a hooter to alert the nearby population. The forest officials checks them and makes people aware through a public addresses system provided to them at the villages. Sometimes the primary response team, that is the PRT, at the village level also goes to check the site and ensures safeguard. Wildlife Eye was built with a vision to mitigate human-animal conflict. So far, we have been successful at it as 0 human deaths have been reported at the area of installation. In terms of data, about 1 billion images have been processed and over 10,000 alerts have been generated for dangerous wild animals. According to a study conducted by IIM Indore, the crop damage has also fallen by 90% and 87% fewer cattle have been killed. We have received some amazing response on this innovation of ours, along with a fair amount of media recognition and awards. In fact, BBC visited Tadoba and Junnar and created a documentary featuring Wildlife Eye and its impact, where they have shown the stories of actual people whose families got affected by animal attacks. You should definitely check it out. The links are there in the description for your reference. Then, it was also featured in the famous show Technical Guruji by NDTV. And how can I miss it to mention a small feature of it was mentioned in PM Modi's Man Ki Baat on the occasion of World Wildlife Day. Further, we are already live across over 100 sites, including some prominent tiger reserves in India and few conflict zones. Also in talks with some global clients outside India and are all set to take Wildlife Eye on a global stage.
Wildlife Eye is more than a technological innovation. It's a commitment to saving lives, preserving biodiversity, and easing the economic impact of human-wildlife conflict. By giving forest teams ability to see danger before it strikes, we turn fear into preparedness and conflict into coexistence. If you believe innovation should serve both people and planet, do share the story. Because when people and wildlife coexist safely, everyone wins.